Supersize you posture or your posture to get unstoppable. Today and every day. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to a 170 of our Supersize You annual challenge. We're doing one thing every day this year to be a better version of ourselves, to show up better, to show up as who we really, really are, not who we think the world thinks we should be. You know, I think we all go through phases of that. But at some point, we outgrow it and we realize that the only person we can be is ourselves. And then we set the example for everyone else on the planet to be themselves too. Now make sure you're a good person if you're going to be yourself. Otherwise, be somebody better. I don't know why I felt the urge to say that. Well, today we're talking about posture. We're focusing on physical health and well-being all this month as one of the 9 life framework areas that I really share with pretty much everybody who will listen, because it's been such a profound impact on my life in every area and aspect of my life, because I actually started to consider all of the different areas and aspects of my life instead of just focusing on work or just focusing on the kids or just focusing on my relationships or just focusing on my mental capabilities and my emotional challenges. It was time to say, okay, we need to look at all of this, see how it interacts with one another, and start making some sense of it, set goals in those areas, etc. So today we're talking about posture, and now all of a sudden I feel like I have to go back and check all my videos and say, okay, am I slouching? Am I leaning forward? What's my posture like? So I might do that. I might just go spot check some of them, because I believe I have pretty good posture, but I want to make sure I actually do, and that it's just not my AI version of analysis, and I'm just agreeing and supporting myself in things, and I actually am demonstrating something different. So today we're talking about posture. What does posture have to do with anything? How does it make us unstoppable? It makes us unstoppable because it has our body be aligned with how we feel the strongest and how we feel the best. So if we're sitting with our shoulders back, our chin up, we're looking somebody straight in the eye, we're what is it? It's chin over shoulder. No, that's not right. Let me look. Magnifying glass, please. Oh, ears over shoulders. So are your ears over your shoulders, or are they way down, or are they way back? Either one can give you a crick in the neck, a pain in the neck. Better than a pain in the nether region. So ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, engage your core, and then have a neutral spine. I will admit that this week I've been on phone calls for like 8 to 10 hours a day. And that's a lot. It's a lot. And sometimes I'll notice when my energy starts to wane, my posture starts to get more lackadaisical, and I'm leaning back and I'm relaxing. I normally don't work in this place. This is usually where I just make my videos. But since I've been on so many calls, I want my hands free to take notes, it was a good place to sit. It's just not set up for comfort. It's just set up to be a short-term spot to sit while I create my videos, which is why I need to do something about my background. Any suggestions or advice? Please put them in the comments below. I need all the help I can get in certain areas and aspects of my life, and I'm not afraid to ask for help with those things. So posture makes us stronger. It makes us more confident. It makes us project better. It shows people that they can trust us and believe in us because we believe and can trust ourselves. Excuse me. I want to use this is my new antique magnifying glass that my daughter got me. I love it. It's got a smaller circle, so it's a little harder for me to see, but I still like to use it. Good posture. We just shared the position. Y'all know if your spine is pretty straight, and your head is back and tilted, and you're looking someone in the eye, you want your computer screen to usually be right in front of you, which I thought my phone was up higher for recording, but it's not. It's pretty much at eye level, which is exactly what we want, because then we're not leaning or cricking our neck or whatever. I find when I'm working with 2 things, and I do that a lot because of my vision, my big monitors tend to be up higher, so I tend to be looking up more than anything else, which probably isn't the best posture, so I will reevaluate that today. Posture affects our confidence. Standing tall changes how we see ourselves as well as how other people see us. So if you're in your office slouching and somebody comes in and asks you a question, if you don't perk up and then pay attention, they know they're not going to get a very good quality answer, right? Or the answer is probably going to be no. But if you take a deep breath, sit up, have good posture, look them in the eye, attentively and actively listen, they're going to be confident that you can help them with whatever they bring to you. At least that's what I found in my many, many years of being a parent, being a participator, and being a leader in lots of organizations and businesses. So what are we going to do today? We are going to immediately right now check your posture. What's your posture like? Are your shoulders back? Roll your shoulders. Lift your chest. We women always should do that. Engage your core. Remember our tummies? And I can tell right now that I need to be doing more core engagement. I might have to hit up some of my health and fitness friends. And then set an hourly goal or an hourly timer to check in with your posture. I actually found that I was doing that naturally on these long calls because I'm like, okay. And I notice I'm leaning over in my chair and I'm like, okay, well, my spine's still straight, but my left hip is starting to hurt because I've been leaning on it for an hour. Things like that. We want to just check and make sure that we are, because why? Because if our posture is better, if we're sitting in an aligned way, and a way that feels good to our body, we're less likely to get pain and injuries. Question, do you have any neck, back, hip pain? Those can all be related to bad posture or less than optimal posture. And then ask yourself today, what is your default posture? Is your default posture strong and confident, or is it kind of depressed? We are all like magnets, and we are all like little divining rods is what comes to mind right now when it comes to knowing how other people are doing and feeling, even if they don't say anything. And we judge that, right? Because we need to know, okay, am I going into the lion's den here because so-and-so looks really angry today and I need something? I don't know if I even want to go in their office. And we make that snap judgment based on what we immediately see in their posture and their demeanor, etc. And that always shows up in our posture. So today, what are we going to do? We are going to check our posture right now, and then we are going to stand up straight and share in the comments below and notice throughout the day how your posture is. Is it positive or negative? And you get to decide positive or negative. And then at the end of today, say, okay, either you need to work on your posture some more or you don't. I learned a long time ago, probably in college for sure, or high school, that posture was important and we needed to sit up straight and project what it is that we want the world to see and know about us. All right, any questions about this? Hit me up and ask. Otherwise, I challenge you to challenge yourself to have great posture as much as possible today and going forward. All right, catch you tomorrow. Bye.